started.
Hello, my dear students. Today we're going to finish part B of our lab that we started several weeks ago. We're going to finish part C in a separate video following this one. In part B, we're going to take those solutions that we tested previously for the presence of specific Group 1 metals, Group 1 and Group 2 metals, sorry, I meant to say Group A representative element metals, and we were testing them for their specific colors in flame tests. This time we're going to be testing to see how they react with different solutions and see if we can learn anything from the way that they react. So, I'm going to set up my tubes 1 through 6 and set them back up because we would still be using the previous tubes, and do what it says, which is add 10 drops of, in number 1, bromium ions, which is bromium chloride. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 drops. And I'm doing 3 separate tubes of the barium ion because we have to repeat this 2 more times, or we have to do 3 separate trials to test their reaction with 3 different solutions. So the second one is calcium chloride. If you notice, like many calcium solutions, it tends to form a little precipitate. That's because the calcium ions act with the carbon dioxide in the air to form calcium carbonate, which you may know as chalk, or limestone or marble. And as you know, it's not very soluble, at least in neutral solution. But it will not affect our results. So, that's number 2. Remember, you may notice I'm taking a fresh transfer pipette every time. And this one is solution 3, the lithium, 10 drops. Solution 4 is a sodium solution. It's actually sodium chloride or salt. It's clear because I use my sodium chloride. So in tube 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 drops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 drops. And the next 2 are potassium. If you remember, potassium gave the beautiful violet color in the flame test. I'm from Texas, and when we smoke barbecue, we don't use apple wood or pecan wood. We use mesquite barbecue. And mesquite wood, or the plants, tend to concentrate potassium. And when you have a campfire with them, it tends to give that violet or purple glow to the wood. And finally, strontium solution. It is a solution that the strontium ions, gave us that beautiful crimson red color in the flame test. Very distinctive color. So, the next step is, and I'm reading my instructions from this laboratory, Lab 4, Elements in the Periodic Table. Prepare a boiling water bath on a hot plate. We're preparing it as we described in the previous video. vigorously, I'm going to turn the flame down and maybe raise it up a bit. I do have to do that. So, I could do it with my thermal glove or just be very careful. It's not that hot, but I'm looking here and it says, to each of the test tubes, add 5 drops of aqueous ammonium carbonate, and if a solid forms, record precipitate. So we'll do our recording after I do it, but here's my sodium carbonate solution. I didn't have an ammonium carbonate solution, but the main thing is the carbonate ion. So I'm going to add 5 drops to each of these test tubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing. Maybe something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something. Nothing again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's turned a little cloudy. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's turned a little cloudy. We'll zoom in on that in a minute. And then, if you read your instructions, it says, refill each test tube with 10 drops of appropriate metal ion solution listed in Part A, Step 2, which I've done. That's why I made 3 rows. This is my refilled test tubes. And add 5 drops of ammonium hydrogen phosphate. And this is a solution of that, so I'm going to add 5 drops of this to each tube. So to the barium, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the calcium, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the lithium, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the sodium, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the potassium, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And to the strontium, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you cut? Stop.